Mr. Chairman, Happy New Year. Thank you, sir, thank you. Yeah, hopefully it will be a good year, mate. Maybe we can even win the Premiership this year. Yeah, well, you know what would really help with that? If you don't sell any of my friggin' players this month. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 10, Episode 9 here at H&W Welders. And today it is a huge day in the Premiership season. We will face Carrick Rangers first and then we will go to Linfield. And hopefully we'll come away with at least a point. Now, of course, it is January 1st in game, which means that the transfer window is opened. And if we can have our chairman not sell any of our players on us, that will be very, very helpful and useful this for the rest of this season, wouldn't it? But the big transfer rumour, thankfully, is not one of our players leaving. So that is, let's say that's a positive start, isn't it? 16-year-old winger. Why is he being linked? Anyway, beside the point. Let's have a scout. There's one game to catch you up on since last episode, Focus Aussie Bill, and that was against Coleraine in the league. So let's go see how that went. McDade gave us an early lead, and then put us 2-0 up at halftime when Ep9 picked out his run. Before Masson got out third in stoppage time. So a really solid performance this one. We weren't great, but we were just comfortable. We controlled the game. You can see from the XG, we scored roughly what we should have. And you can see from the XG tracker, particularly in the first half, we were just all over them. So a McDade double, a Masson goal in stoppage time as well. And, well, Simpson in the number 10 role, you can see he's not quite up to the rest of the team. But he did okay. That's all. We just need him to do okay for now, don't we? So if we look at the league table now, Linfield have dropped points. You can see there they had a 0-0 against Cliftonville. So that means, yes, they have 2 games in hand, but we're currently 11 points up on them. The pressure is building on them, isn't it? They really do need to win and then keep winning. And if we can avoid defeat today, and if they win their 2 games, they go to 50. So we've got a 5-point gap, worst case scenario right now. If we can finish this episode with that still being the case, we've still got to play them twice, but we're almost in a situation where we could lose both those games and get away with it. But that's not how we want to think. We want to try if we win today. If we win today. But first up, it's Carrick Rangers. They are struggling a little bit this year, although they're only, they're 7 points off top half. So they're sort of destined, aren't they, for a middle of the table finish. This is what we're expecting from them, a 4-2-3-1 formation. And this is the team that we're sending out. Now, bearing in mind, we do have Linfield coming up in a couple of days' time. That's going to explain some of the squad selection here. But Jitter is back fit. He's in goal. It's Robin, Coyle, Martin, and Gomez, who we have. He's a good player, a model citizen. So he's going to play right back for this one. It is Gournay and Chambers in midfield. It's King, McQuaid as a number 10. We haven't seen him in this role for a long time. This is just part of the fallout from the Napoleon and Armstrong injuries. Fitzpatrick's going to go down the left. We have Davidson up top. Hasn't quite been scoring as many goals as McQuaid this season, but he's been scoring them when he plays almost as regularly. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. McLaughlin, we had one. I think it was this McLaughlin we had on loan for a season, didn't we? It shows how far we've come, and we were loaning players from Carrick, and now we wouldn't even dream of doing that. What do we want to say to this? They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They're in 10th. All right, let's try this. Their recent form is 10th. We're first. Let's show them why that is, and hopefully get another win. So, transfer window is obviously opened. I'm not planning on signing anybody. Basically, I don't want to overload the squad when we could look to get another number 10 in. Get that away nicely done. Fitzpatrick is 2-2 at the back. We could look to get another number 10 in, and if there's someone on loan, maybe I would look to do that. Fitzpatrick's gone a long, long way here. He's got King with him. Does he have a finish? No. I think he got to the end and needed oxygen, didn't he? So I don't think we're going to do anything. And basically, I don't, unless there's a player that just undoubtedly comes up that's going to make us better. If, and I do stress if because I don't want to jinx it, but if we are to go on and win the league this year, with Champions League football, we will probably be able to attract better players. So I'd rather keep the salary or the wage budget free for the summer. Given that things are going okay. There's a cracking ball for Davidson. Gournay's played him in. Davidson finds the back of the net. It's an 18th goal for Brendan Davidson. Gournay with the assist, as I said. A wonderful ball from him. And it is 1-0, and we're in the 12th minute. This game is the one that, I mean, at home to a team that is going to be second half of the table. It's the sort of game you have to win if you want to win the league. So hopefully we'll go on with that from here. But a very promising start indeed. Even if it is, more or less second string. It's harsh calling Davidson second string, but I think McDade just scores so many goals that it's difficult to be anything but that. Here we go with McQuaid. Gournay with a good ball to the back post. Rory King doesn't quite connect. It was offside anyway, was he? And we will go again. Let's give it... Oh, we'll wait for after this highlight. Bradley with a goal kick. Is it going to be a poor one we can pick up? It's well picked up by Gournay. Can he thread a ball in? He does have good passing, good vision. Fitzpatrick, can he pull it back? He goes himself. Ever so slightly selfish, perhaps. Let's demand a little bit more from them. And see what we can do here. If we could get a second goal before the break, that would be a wonderful thing. What we don't want, of course, is to get back on level terms. It'll be interesting to see how McQuaid goes as a number 10. We've seen him struggle outside of a deep-lying playmaker. Maybe this is the sort of role. That's a cracking ball from Davidson. Look at King. He's in. Rory King. He's good form in front of goal. He can't beat the goalkeeper on this occasion, though. And here we go again from the corner. Fitzpatrick floats it in. Goalkeeper's dropped it. And Fitzpatrick should get another crack at this. Goes past his man just about. He chips it in. King is there. And Rory King just over the bar. They've changed to a more direct style of passing, it said there, didn't it? Well, it's behind my head. You probably can't see that. Ball in. Oh, we've got to go and claim that jitter. Jitter is another position. Goalkeeper is definitely a position we can look to strengthen. But he's not bad. But, I mean, it's the same with any of the players. No, if we were to win the Champions League, which is, again, a massive if at this point, none of these players are featuring, are they? I mean, realistically, maybe Armstrong, but he's not on the field here. This is some wonderful play. King, can he find the finish? This time, no. So everybody's can be improved upon. But yeah, there's a good ball in. Davidson can't quite get there. But there's sort of positions you actively look to upgrade, and I think goalkeeper is maybe one that we can look to do that for. But again, I'm not displeased with how Jitter's doing. It's just that goalkeeper is one of those things that I don't think that was really necessary. At least he cracked it into their subs bench. Yeah, I mean, goalkeeper's one of those positions that you can find yourself a decent goalkeeper just based purely on the fact that each team only really has one. So there's obviously good goalkeepers that aren't playing that you can pick up, and if we can get someone like that, then obviously we'll look to do it. I'd really ideally like a second goal here. Let's give them some praise. The guys on the bench, for the most part, I'd like to leave there to keep fresh for the Linfield game. But if we do need to make changes, obviously we can. That's not the best goal kick. It's won by Chambers. Chambers has done quite well in there today. Can he slip a pass in now? Davidson's making the run. Davidson's in. Davidson! Oh, I tell you what. He must have done the goalkeeper with the eyes, because I thought he completely miskicked that, but he's just rolled it past him in the end, and it's 2-0, and that's the second goal I wanted. Chambers did quite well without really looking confident. He's underhit the pass, but Davidson's first touch made up for that. And the goalkeeper, I'm not really sure what he's doing, if I'm completely honest. But it's 2-0, and that is excellent. We'll give them some more praise. Yeah, there's no real need to change anything. Gomez at right back's not having a great game, but again, he's giving other players a rest, so that's absolutely fine. Pearson, who would normally be the backup, the guy on loan, he's got a bit of food poisoning or something. There's like another cracking ball for Davidson. He can't quite find the back of the net this time. But we are ripping them up through the middle at times here, aren't we? Fitzpatrick with a corner kick, and that is saved, is it? It is saved. Well, credit to the goalkeeper there. He's done well. Fitzpatrick from the other side now. Ball in. Headed away. Can King get to that? He can. Whack it in, mate. No. Coyle has it. What can he do? He is not the best on the ball. Hit it with your head, mate. No. Then stop trying to play football, Coyle. You're there to head the ball and tackle. Ken Robin, we've got a man at the back post. Gomez has picked him up. Gomez has done brilliantly there. Saw the overlap, went back, and one possession back for us. Here we go with McQuaid. Can McQuaid pick a pass now? He's got 3 options. Instead, he goes back. Gomez comes forward. Can he find a man? He's done really, really well. He's got King now. Can King play it back? It's fair for Chambers. Everybody's got a left foot on that side. That's the problem, isn't it? Here we go with Martin. Gournay. It's a long old highlight, isn't it? Fitzpatrick. Can he slip a pass in? McQuaid. There it is for Davidson. He brings it under control, and Davidson has a hat-trick. His 20th goal of the season. Between Davidson and McDade, I think that's over 40 goals between them, because McDade's already got over McDade and McQuaid. It's too much for me. But McDade's already got over 20 as well. So that's 40 goals between our 2 strikers. That doesn't even take into account Diora and Cargbo, who have a few between them as well. But Davidson and McDade are just so good in front of goal. He's timed his run to perfection. And we'll just keep giving them some praise here. We could bring Diora off the bench, but let's let David... I can't talk today, can I? We'll let Davidson have the game, see if he can go and get himself a 4th. Doesn't look like he can, but that's been a really, really good performance. A Davidson hat-trick. They barely threatened us throughout the game. Look at that XG tracker. Complete domination throughout the 90 minutes. We can be quite pleased with that. I think the most pleasing thing... Glentoran 7. I think the most pleasing thing about that is it was the second 11. Larne and Linfield have also won, so the big 4 have all won their games. But yeah, I think the most promising thing about that is it wasn't first choice, and we put a team aside relatively comfortably, which is excellent. So there we go, Davidson on the hat trick. Wonderful stuff, mate. Love your work. And guys, wait right there. It is a huge one up next. It's Linfield away. Can we finally beat them in the league? Okay, welcome back. We're about to play Linfield, but surprise, we've made a signing, and not one that even I was expecting to make, to be honest. We've signed a goalkeeper, Andrea Zaninetti. Let's go with that. This was somebody that I was looking to get in at the end of their contract for next season, but he agreed the deal, and then Lazio, we're signing from Lazio. They said we could sign him for 16 grand, so I thought, you know what, let's do that. Let's get him in, get him on an intensive training course so he can learn to speak English, so that next season, if he's there and he's going to be more ready to play for next season. So we've got him just under £3,400 a week, an important player, so we will need to play him this season to keep him happy. You can see all the other ins and outs of his contract there. Let's have a quick look at what we've signed, and he's a promising goalkeeper, which is excellent. The one issue I have with him potentially is the positioning, but I'm hoping that that will just improve with time. But yeah, I mean, we've signed him from Lazio. So, that's not a bad pedigree of player, is it? So he's 19, hasn't played any youth football, hasn't played any senior football for Lazio, but he will play for us, that's for sure. Not today. It's an important game today, but he will be playing. And so let me know what you think of him. I think that's a decent signing. Like I say, we'll get him in this year, 6 months earlier than otherwise planned. And we'll teach him English, and he'll be raring to go for next season. So that is that. But, of course, we've got Linfield coming up here. Now, they have played one of their games in hand. It was the one I was hoping they'd drop points in, away to Larne. And they didn't. They won 3-1. So that's ever so slightly disappointing. It does, of course, mean top 2 is essentially guaranteed at this point. Look at the gap to Larne. So that's a bonus. But, it's a bit of a shame in terms of winning the title. You'd imagine they'll go and beat Ballina Millard as well. And so that they're going to be, 5 points back of us, as we suspected at the start of the episode. But if we can end the episode with that gap at 5, we'll be doing okay. Let's have a look at what we're expecting here. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And get ready for this. We're trying something different. We're going to go with a good old-fashioned 4-4-2, though a very attacking 4-4-2, and just try and outplay them. I really do feel like we've got players at least as good as them. So it could be suicide stuff, and we could end up on the back of a hiding, but we've got nothing to lose away from home, except for 3 points, of course. So we're just going to try it. So it's Jitter in goal. It's McCulley, Gribben, Simpson, and Pearson as the back 4. Unfortunately, where is he down here? Roy Hill, the good one, has got just a bit of a knock. He's not 100% fit, so we're not going to risk him. It'll be McGreevy and Al Amin in midfield. Mason, Masson even, and Fisher as the wingers. It's McDade and Davidson going up top. What I really wanted to try and do is get our best players on the field, and I think this is the formation that gets the majority of them on the field. And with no number 10, yeah, we're just kind of going with 2 strikers and hoping for the best. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Now, no Lavery. So we're a chance. No Lavery. I repeat, no Lavery. We're the favourites. Go out there, leave them to no doubt why. Do we want to say that? I expect a win. Let's show them why we're the best in the... Maybe we go with that. I don't like that Pearson is looking nervous. So let's take the pressure off of him. That didn't really work, did it? Everybody else, we've got faith in them. It's a problem with Pearson, isn't it? He is a very nervous character. All right, and here we go. Well, time will tell, as I said, if we've done something or if I've done something stupid with the formation here. But I just figured let's just try our best. Let's go at them. And like I say, with no number 10, we're essentially playing a 4-2-3-1. Just instead of having a number 10, we've got 2 strikers. The risk is being overrun in midfield. There's a loose pass. We've picked that up. But then the other side to that is we should have plenty of numbers in wide areas. So, yeah, it's a risk that we're playing, and we'll see how we go here. Fisher's gone a long way and maybe went a little bit too far. We've got defending to do. Ball in. Greavy, can he get a foot in? No, he can't. It's cleared away there by Simpson. Up towards McDade. Davidson has it. Davidson gets it wide for Fisher. Fisher gets past one. We've got our 2 big scorers in the middle. Can he pick one of them out? It's McDade, and McDade has bulleted the header in the back of the net. A 24th of the season. Kyle Fisher, an absolute peach of a cross, and McDade doesn't miss those, does he? And we're 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up in the 10th minute. And it was wonderful work from Fisher, wasn't it? The cross comes in. McDade, oh, he's an absolute monster. And he's got 24 goals, and he hasn't started that many games. I can tell you that for free. Let's give them some praise for that. We've got another highlight. Davidson, it's headed away. Can Gribben get to that first? He can't. And we're on the back foot here all of a sudden. Gribben trying to retreat back. McCullough is there. Thompson has done quite well for them, and we've given away a penalty. Oh, McCullough, that's a position we need to upgrade, isn't it? Old left back there. Parker versus Jidder. Straight down the middle, and just like that, all the good work is undone, and it's 1-1. I mean, like I say, a draw isn't bad. If we can keep that gap to 5 points, that is essentially fine by me, but we seem to give away a lot of penalties versus Linfield, don't we? Or am I dreaming that up? It feels like we give away a penalty a game almost. We get to that, we can. Alright, let's build and go here. Simpson goes across for Pearson. This is what we need to do. Just move them around side to side. Masson, can he get a crossing? Can we get a crossing from the other side? We've got players in. McDade is there again. It's blocked away. McGreevy can't quite get to it. And it's hacked into the touch. But a good reaction to the goal. Now we need to make sure that we're defending from a set piece properly. We do. McDade. Can he get the ball back for us? Come on, McDade. Oh, he's almost... Jitters. Oh, McCullough's making me nervous. McCullough is making me nervous. I think now that we've signed a goalkeeper, and like I say, I wasn't expecting that to happen this season. That was something I didn't even think he'd sign, to be honest. Oh, we've done it again. Stay on your feet, boys. Stay on your feet. Yes. Come on, Jitter. 2 penalties. I don't even know what I can do about that. I'd say if I had get stuck in on, then fair enough. You know, they're diving in because that's what I'm telling them to do. Just tell them to focus. And the frustrating thing about this is that, well, again, in my unbiased opinion, we've looked the better team going forward. We've just given them 2 rash challenges. There's a good ball for Davidson. It's blocked. It comes back to him, but he can't pull it away. Oh, it's a corner, is it? It was a ricochet. That's okay then. Come on, McGreevy. Can he pick out one of his teammates' heads? It's cleared away. Pearson should pick that up. But we're looking anxious now, aren't we? Anxious and overwhelmed and all those things you don't want to be. And we've just got a massive blind spot with Linfield, don't we? It's a huge blind spot, and we can't seem to move past it. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. We've actually been the better team. Can we say we're pleased? We've been the better team here. I mean, it's not really got the result I was looking for. I've got faith in you. All right, what can we do? Do we look to exploit the flanks? Be expressive. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because I honestly feel like we've looked the better team going forward. We've just, yeah, that's already said it. I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it's just penalties, isn't it? Just silly tackles. Can we get to that first? No, we can't. And have I got my team talk wrong? It sounds like me, doesn't it? Oh, Jidda makes a decent save. Though, to be fair, it wasn't a particularly good finish, was it? Pearson with a throw. Gets it forward to LM. I would take 2-2 now if that's on offer. Can we go and get this equaliser? Pearson with a ball forward. That's a nothing pass, isn't it? Can we get to that? McCullough does well. Ozus, of course, very silly free kick that he gave away. Penalty, I should say. Here we go with Fisher. Here we go with Fisher. Oh, it would have been a stunner. But not to be. LM Min is not having a great game in there. So let's take him off. Let's get Chambers on to go box to box for us. Davidson having a poor game up top as well. Which makes me wonder, we do have Simpson on the bench. Do we look to stick in that number 10? It would be completely unlike me to get that wrong, wouldn't it? Try something, have it go horribly, horribly wrong. All right, let me make these changes. Okay, so we have taken Davidson off. We've brought on Mr. X-Ray Vision to play the number 10 role for us. I feel like my plan was working at the start. We did really well, Pearson. You can come off as well then. Let's get Gomez on for you. Then that's all our subs done now, isn't it? We went in front, of course. We were looking good. There's just nothing happening in the second half, though, is there? Let's go more direct. We'll play for set pieces. We'll go and get stuck in. But it looks, unfortunately... Can we focus? Can we demand more? Can we do something? We're looking nervous. And it's 2 penalties. And that is the gap. I mean, what do I say? Unlucky, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So there we go. The gap is down to 5 points. Potentially, though, that is down to 2 points. And I don't know. Yeah, disappointing collapse. I mean, we didn't... We had the stuffing knocked out of us, didn't we? After that second penalty, we really didn't play particularly well at that point. But they didn't create anything, did they? They really didn't. I don't remember Jidda having to do anything other than face a penalty twice. And that is... Yeah, that's really, really frustrating. So a second defeat of the league season. And... yeah, that will do it for today. I think what we'll do, if you've enjoyed that for some reason, guys, do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think. I mean, the 4-4-2 worked, didn't it? Because we got Fisher down 3 down the left, crosses in for McDade, we go 1-0 up. And then, yeah, McCullough's stupid tackle. It was LM in, wasn't it, with the second one? 2 penalties in 7 minutes. Big team bias. I think what we'll do, we've got a little bit of a gap here. Unless something major happens... I know it's 2 teams that we saw last time, but there's not really anything in there that's particularly exciting, is there? So I think what we'll do, we'll come back. It'll be Glentoran and Larne again. If we can get 6 points again off them, that'll be brilliant. That'll bring us to the end of the transfer window as well. If there's a cup tie that's maybe worth coming back for, we'll come back for that. But what I want to try and do, obviously, is tee up the return of European football, but that is a little bit too big of a gap. So that'll be for next time, guys, somewhere at the end of the January window. As I said, if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Take care.